Hey everyone, Maki here. This year, October 23rd marks my 20th birthday, and to celebrate it, I decided to build myself a custom keyboard. A few weeks ago, I spotted a pretty good deal for a Transition Lite and keycap set on the secondhand market, so I picked it up thinking it'd be a nice relaxing build to enjoy for the occasion. Boy was I wrong. The Transition Lite is an entry-level keyboard priced at $50, not accounting for the shipping or the different pricing from other vendors. This keyboard is so custom, it comes with so many screws, and it doesn't even come with its own stabilizers, so you're gonna have to find them yourself, which I did, and you'll find out how much of a problem that's gonna be later on in this video. Despite not coming with the stabilizers, the board does come with rubber gasket sleeves, screws for the top mount, and for the case as well. Swag Keys were kind enough to include an Allen key for the case screws, but you'll need your own screwdriver for screwing the top mount on. Like most keyboard nowadays, the full foam kit is also included. The PCB for the keyboard is 1.6mm thick and supports the 7U spacebar layout, along with a polycarbonate plate. An interesting feature of the board is that there are no screws connecting the plate to the PCB. Instead, they rely on the switches to align the two parts. With all that out of the way, I can now start assembling the keyboard. Since it doesn't come with its own set of stabilizers, I decided to use these cherry screw and stabs that I bought a few months back for a future keyboard build. I was feeling a little lazy to calibrate the wires, so I just lubed it, and all I had to do now was to screw it in. And I just made the first mistake of this video. The stabs did not come with washers. I didn't even realize that this would be an issue until I tried screwing them into the PCB, where the hole where I had to screw it into was too big and the stabilizer wasn't even gonna stay on the PCB. Since I was determined to get this build done before my birthday, I had to come up with another plan. So I took my Neo 80 and stole the clip-in stabs from that keyboard. By temporarily retiring my Neo 80, I can continue on with building this keyboard, which I was planning to do with all the phones installed. So I put on every layer of foam onto the keyboard with the stabs. For the switches, I decided to go with these Rise Neons, which feature a PC top housing, POC stem, and a modified nylon bottom housing. I won't go into too much detail, so I'll link the switches down in the description below. If you go into any Transition Lite review, you'll find out that the review units don't even come with the top mount, so I decided to try out both at the same time. I inserted the gasket sleeves and screwed in the top mount before connecting the PCB to the daughter board, and finally I screwed the case shut. Now the keycaps that I bought with the keyboard are the JTK Formidable. It's a keycap set that's based on the character in Azur Lane, and I think it's really fitting to have the weeb theme for someone who's the president of their university's anime club. And with that, the keyboard is finally complete. Or so I thought. As I went on with the sound test, I realized something absolutely terrifying. The spacebar was pinging really badly. I even forgot to put in the case foam, which you can clearly see while I was assembling the board. And I was absolutely determined to have a decent sounding keyboard, so I had to start again. This was already 2 hours into the build. I hope you enjoyed this video, and be sure to wish me a happy birthday today. And as always, have a golden time.